Caca.
You were close to it. It sort of was there. I think you halfway got
You're
that.
good.
Thanks.
Anyway, hi, welcome back. There was some healing going on. So there's a dead dragon.
And I got a scale.
Mm-hmm.
The whole dragon you just took one scale off of.
Excellent, ladies and gentlemen.
It
looks
my
as though
necklace.
we have been successful in slaying the beast. The town is safe for now.
Yeah.
What about its
He magic missiled it, remember?
He did do a little bit.
He did.
We all attacked it except for Signe.
I did. I fireballed it.
Yeah.
That doesn't count. That wasn't you. That was the gods. Okay.
Whoa.
don't
In
even
that
follow
case,
a
you didn't
god,
attack it. That was a stick.
Yeah, I didn't. I'm not claiming to. My little stabby stick worked.
I'm gonna take it from you.
Now, technically, we all attacked it. We all did damage, but
Yeah.
Tiv's the champion.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't know that because we don't see damage numbers.
You saw what I did to it.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I was afraid.
No, not at that point you weren't.
Grits probably
At that point you
realized
weren't.
that Ulfgar kept it constantly, every time she was taking damage. You know, she was getting hit a lot, and you knew,
Yeah.
he told you what was happening, so you were like, this should be hurting me more. Oh yeah!
Oh,
I
yeah.
kind of like the idea of like it hurts the mounts and then the ring like warms up, and then
Like,
the
sucks it.
pain lessens. Yeah, like the pain starts to lessen because the ring is doing its thing. But anyways, it's not my.
And then his ring like lights up on fire on his hand. He's like, ah!
Yeah.
Perhaps it's time for us to go rescue the prisoners or slaves or whatever we believe they are.
Before we just go running in there and like tell them, you know, that their master, whatever, is dead, maybe we should think about how we're going to approach it. 'Cause
Ulfgar,
there's-
are you okay?
Fafnir's already gone. You can speak to him.
I have an idea of what to do about that lit up tunnel thing.
Okay. But are you okay?
I'm alive.
Alright.
Yay!
Very unhappy.
Looks
Sir
good.
Bartleby, didn't you say that you had something about water breathing?
Yes! He'll pull out I think he had a scroll of it. That's right.
Don't
you wanna
dragons
wait.
normally have a horde?
That's what we're thinking the shiny thing might be, but we haven't checked around here much.
Let's not worry about treasure until we worry about safety. There are slaves over there. We don't know the actual numbers. Let's worry about that first.
They also can't get out.
Well, I'm hoping that our strongman here can, raise the gate.
The question
I'm
is,
sad
do we
about
want
that.
him to?
I'm saying that they're not a threat until we let them out.
Well, yes, that's why Fafnir went and decided to do that on his own.
To let them out?
No, to talk to them, because he can fly away if they get angry.
I look at Barnaby. Is he starting to read the scroll?
No, he has out. He hasn't started reading it or anything.
Oh, I say don't read the scroll yet.
All right then.
You have to be within a certain range, right, for that to work.
Close to me and all, but right here.
Yeah.
How
We
long
don't
do
want
you
Fafnir to not have
A
that.
little bit of time. You'd have time to definitely swim down and enjoy the underwater activities of exploration.
I believe it would be we would have time.
I have some skill at swimming, thank you very much.
I'm gonna look around and see if
I'm a
there's
little out
any...
of practice, but in my younger days, some small lakes and streams.
I hear that a lot.
Anyways, I'm gonna look around and see if there's any kind of hidden thingies around here.
Sure.
Any dragon eggs?
Give me perception.
Yeah, I'm gonna look as well.
I'm gonna pick
man.
that up.
Based
would be
on
so happy.
sight,
You'll probably do better than
25.
Were we doing investigation? Perception.
It depends on what you're doing. You're just like looking around, perception. If you want to
No,
like
I'd be
investigate
thinking
something in
around.
particular, you can roll investigation. If you let me know particularly what you want to investigate.
Yeah, look.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be any kind of like secret passages or anything around.
No secret compartments or
Nothing above water at least. You know, you're not like diving into water and checking that out at least. And there doesn't seem to be anything in the pile of skins.
Skin.
Yeah, no.
Hmm.
I'm
Although they may be useful to make leathers out of.
Chance, I actually have an idea about that. If we use these skins and we sew them together, just the ends, doesn't need to be nice and neat. And we wrap this dragon up, would it float?
Nature?
Sure.
Do dead dragons float? No idea.
Yeah,
No idea.
No, they
you know
totally
what? I
do.
get
Totally
advantage on this.
The only problem I could see, wouldn't we be chumming the water behind us?
Maybe.
I mean, he's like,
There would be crocodiles that you're attracting then at that point.
Which are rather large in these swamps.
Yeah.
How
Is that what you're
valuable
trying to
is
do?
this dragon, though?
but don't forget there are crocodiles, other dragons, giant
Leeches.
crabs, leeches.
Just
But how
cut off its
valuable is
head and
this
bring
thing?
its head with us. Like, what's the deal?
There's not room on the boat. We were cramped as is.
Why do we need any of it?
It's a
Cut out an
dragon.
eye or a scale or something.
Other
got
than
a
its
scale.
scale,
Ulfgar, what were
I
you
mean,
making nature about,
scale-
please?
would be worth maybe
seeing
something.
if we have any chance of dragging it behind and it not just
If you just threw it in the water, it
The
would
waters.
probably be. You would have to somehow be able to, like, the skins here are too fresh to hide scent. They probably have a scent to themselves. You would need some other kind of material to hide the scent. So just throwing it in the water is probably a bad idea. Taking it with you, I'm gonna say, like, not impossible, but, you know, what this throwing it in the water.
Other than making armor out of its scales, I don't see a real value.
Well, do you know alchemy? Do you know potion making?
Look,
There's a lot of parts in here that are rare.
we don't have a large enough boat to let alone take us and the gentlemen and people in the cave. I don't know if they want to stay here. If we're rescuing slaves, are we leaving them in the swamp or are we taking them with us?
Freeing and rescuing are two different things. We are freeing them. That doesn't mean that we're bringing them back to our place.
What if they do want to
Even
come
if we-
along with us, though?
We'll have to decide that after we speak to them.
Even if we don't bring them, there's still not a room enough for the dragon carcass in the boat.
Yeah.
No, there's
Can
definitely
someone
not.
just
The
try
boat
and
has
harvest
to be
things
behind.
from it? Like,
Well, we could... There's plenty of trees on this island. We could attempt to throw something else together, perhaps. Like another raft or something. Would take a little time, but if they are willing to help, we would have a large number of people at our beck and call for doing such things.
But then also the question becomes, once we get to land, how do we this body?
I'm gonna try to pick it up. At least drag it. I don't need to carry it.
You could probably drag it.
But like,
Yeah.
put its wings around my arm and
Yeah,
and drag it.
you could probably drag
we
it.
need-
Like, you have the strength that you could probably, like... It's like it's probably a little bulkier and bigger than, like, something like compared to, like, a horse. And you could probably, like, pretty decently drag a dead horse.
It is a little dehydrated.
Yeah.
It's like kind of a jerky dragon right now.
I'm just saying.
It was
we
a
don't have
jerky
the
dragon
resources
before
to
you
throw.
did that.
We don't have the resources to throw something of this value away. This is very valuable, and we don't have very many resources available to us.
I don't know that we have the resources to harvest it and take it with us at the moment right now either.
If we were able to get the other raft up and going, then I think it's worth a shot. If we can't, then we can't.
I have a lot of ifs at the moment.
I mean,
That's what
our
eventually
group
happens.
has a fair amount of rope with us, and some of these vines
Can your
look
men
tough
go and
enough.
start that? Can your men go and start
Sure, gentlemen. Can you start breaking out some of the tools from our raft and our boat, and start putting together maybe some beginnings of a raft?
I can help with the finishings of it. I do understand how to do some things with wood.
Perhaps then you should go and assist them, Chance. I could come along,
Yes.
actually, unless
Yes,
you want me
you
to
should
talk to
supervise.
unless you want me to help you talk to the prisoners. They speak the language of dragons. In my studies of the arcane, and masteries of it, I did learn such language.
So does Master Ulfgar and Lady Signe.
Then I leave you to it. Chance, let's go. Let's build a raft.
The only
At
thing
least
is,
one.
though, I'm also an expert swimmer. Will you need me to help look for the treasure?
I don't think so. We have enough.
Probably
of those.
not.
Okay.
If they need us to help them, we could always interrupt ourselves. I mean, it'd probably take us a
Right.
while to build at least one, if not multiple rafts. Especially if
'cause-
some of these people want to go with us, we might need 2 or even 3 rafts to be strapped behind us in a sort of raft chain.
Or make our raft, or make our boat larger and attach the rafts to it.
Oh,
Well, I think we'd have to go in a straight line because of the width, but whatever, something like that.
Well, also we have the extra. If we do find a bunch of treasure that we want to somehow take back,
We'll need the raft. as
we'll
well.
need some rafts as well.
Yes.
we could probably extend the sides a little bit, and then maybe just build it behind us so that we're not quite exactly, so a little bit of give in there, just because.
Turning around
Bartleby,
lands.
did you bring a bag of holding?
Personally, no, I did not bring one with me. I have a very handy sack that seems to be made of havard.
And that's all, folks.
It wasn't made by a man named Havard.
Oh goodness, no!
That would be silly.
That'd be ridiculous. Who would be named Havard?
Chance, do you want to take on this task?
I can help with it. If you do want my help looking for the treasure, I'd be grateful if you let me know.
Of course.
All right.
I'll pat him on his back. Don't worry.
Okay.
If we need your help, I won't hesitate to ask. But before you leave, Lord Bartleby, are we doing the treasure now, or are we doing the slaves?
I was thinking.
Treasure first.
So we need that spell.
Oh,
cast
yes.
on us.
He'll cast water breathing on all of you.
Okay.
Alright then.
I was hoping to show off my athleticism.
I would like to remind you all that Fafnir already went to go tell the slaves their master is dead.
Yes.
You
Yes,
can
that's
communicate telepathically.
Yeah.
Congratulations. He'll include everyone but the skeletons. I mean,
I
Yeah.
don't think they
It's
need it.
it's 10 people and it lasts for 24 hours. So.
I mean, we could throw Fafnir in a bag of holding, tell him to hold his breath. He got 10 minutes, and we go. We
If
just
you
go.
think either I or Faffy are going into that water, you got another thing coming, honey.
What?
You're not
Actually,
gonna
I'm
go in
going
the
to
water?
suggest.
No.
Why don't you and your men start cutting the trees down? I will join in a few.
Ulfgar just walks in the water and starts sinking.
just drop in.
You're walking in the area of the dragon's lair?
Yeah, we're starting with the
Okay.
dragon's
Yeah.
lair.
It's very clear water, and it appears to be just its own thing. It just seems to be some kind of pool of water. There's a little bit of light here, but not like... There was shafts of light up top, so there's a little bit of light in here, like in the water, from like the reflections, but not a lot. It just seems to be kind of like almost this interesting little pool, and you do see some like bones that look like they could be humanoids down at the bottom, like maybe it dropped a few in, and some sediment at the bottom. So like kind of when you like land in it, there's like a kind of poof of sludge and stuff on the bottom.
Do I see any treasure?
I'll keep your perception from before. No. You don't see any tunnels out of here, too. This seems to be just a locked area. With these, like, 4 entrances.
I'm just gonna slowly climb out then.
Okay.
I'll hold my hand out to help him.
Yeah.
To help him out.
Alright,
You
so I guess
said
do we
not
wanna-
there.
You said you saw a glowing
Yes,
tunnel in the front?
The main chamber. It was on the other side, you said, Tantus? In the distance?
It was in the lake. The little inner lake, you know.
Yeah, the big
Yeah,
one.
but like
Yeah.
on the other side of where we were, because we were at the
Ulfgar's
head of
just
this
going.
entrance.
It was kind of in the
Gotta go.
direction of this area, but like, if the distance of the tunnel from that lake to where the dragon was enough that there might have been able to like a chamber in between the two, like a small one
Alright.
where the light was coming
Alright.
from.
Yeah, I'll just head back to the main chamber and try to go back towards that tunnel.
Sure.
I will follow.
Okay.
Yep.
I want to pick
I'm
up Signe
already
and throw
there.
her ass in.
Well,
You're the
Signe's
slowest party member. We're all like,
Yeah, but I left before you guys.
Yeah, he did. He said he left before us.
yeah, but we meta talked. That wasn't in-game talking. That was meta. That's outside the realm of time. Whatever.
Anyway, you will all arrive in time to find a pile of gold and treasure in a small kind of air pocket, including this large, looks to be a glowing lamp. It looks almost like a kind of tower of like floor lamp kind of thing, with a kind of elaborate kind of statue that looks sort of like a detailless humanoid, kind of holding up this like what looks to be glowing crystal in kind of like a glass thing.
Well, that looks cool.
No.
I'm
Oh,
gonna.
he said air pocket.
We're in an air
Yeah, I know.
pocket.
I know.
I mean,
I'm-
it's like under the water, so it's kind of stagnant air because it doesn't really get refreshed.
I'm gonna look at it with an arcana, see if I can get any idea if there's any hoo-ha magical stuff going on.
Sure.
16.
The lamp thing is definitely magic that's glowing. You're not sure what it does just by looking at it. It seems very unusual. There seems to be a number of nice items in amongst this treasure.
Like.
I
Yeah.
don't have it rolled
You
out,
don't.
okay?
Don't
I was
give
just
us
saying
the
take the
Alright.
dragon
Of
form.
course.
You
Let's-
kind of just led on and then stopped. You know? It was
I
like,
hadn't
oh,
finished deciding everything in the dragon horde.
like a belt of string.
Probably not.
Like,
Would this
Hey.
lamp perhaps require attunement?
No, actually.
don't do it. Just leave it alone. Don't start rubbing shit in this.
Well, remember, like I said, this is not just like, it's like a floor lamp. I described it
It's
as.
not a lantern. It's a
It's
light.
it's like a big thing, you know. It's like
Like how big?
probably as tall as Ulfgar, actually.
That's so not big at all. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not that big.
It's
Not gonna lie.
It's piece of furniture sized. Okay, let me put it
It's a
that way.
vacuum cleaner. It's a vacuum cleaner.
It's a hand vac.
It's a floor lamp. Okay, floor lamp.
It's a lava lamp. Turn it on. It's like,
Lava lamps like this. It's like tiny. This is like you
Yeah.
know.
There are big lava lamps.
Okay, there are the
They are
ridiculously
huge
sized
lava
lava lamps too. Yes, I admit that.
I'll just shove that into the bag of holding.
Okay.
If no one has anything they want to do
Well,
with it.
before you do that, why don't you let us gather up other stuff? Because it's a light
I
source.
mean,
at
I'm
the
not
moment.
stopping you from grabbing everything, and I have the sword, which is light source.
If she recast it on it, yeah.
It's been less than an hour. It hasn't been an hour since we left.
She, I thought she dispelled it.
She cast
And then
it
she
again.
did it again.
Yeah.
I
Oh.
respelled it.
Before the
Right.
fight. Yeah.
Mhm.
Because I
Okay.
can't see without it, so I wouldn't be able to see in that fight if I didn't have it.
If there were light shafts, you would have been fine.
It would have been really.
I mean, it doesn't matter. Magic missile would have hit anyway.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Like,
get
with
really
the light
close.
shafts, let me put it this way. You would have just had disadvantage, period. You could have judged where it was, at least. That's how good it would have been for you. I.e. awful.
I mean, if you want me to leave it out, I'll leave it out. But I have nothing to do in here. I'm not the looker of the group. Well, I mean,
You have eyeballs,
physically.
therefore you can look.
Are there any other interesting little nooks and crannies in all the tunnels? We have a full day.
Yeah, the other
Yeah, we're
tunnels
definitely
seem to
fast.
lead out to the swamp. Let me put it that way.
So no.
No.
Could I regather my continual flame candle that I had dropped in the water
Yes,
before?
you can.
Yes.
Like, can we just like chill at the bottom? Like, you know, when you're a kid, everyone wants to just like sit at the bottom of the pool and just like wait.
Yeah.
Just like.
Ulfgar doesn't
Chill
have
for
much
little
of a
bit.
choice with his armor.
While I'm
hear
sitting
you.
up on the surface just waiting for you.
And we're just down there like having a powwow.
While
Chilling
you're,
around the
if you're
canyon.
hanging
Blade.
around for any period of time, please give me perception.
I mean,
Did I accidentally do something?
Not Signe, because you're not underwater. You're just on the surface. You're just like, I don't know what's happening.
Oh, there's baby dragons.
Is it based on vision?
Yes.
No, smell.
All right,
60.
Grits. In the murk, you see dark shapes kind of like swimming. Very large dark shape.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Large and flat, large and
Large
I
and
mean,
maybe fish-like.
dragon shaped, or more crocodile, or more
Maybe
fish.
fish.
I'd definitely point them out and be like, yeah, we don't want to hang out down here. You can, by all means, as much as you want. Ulfgar, are you gonna have a problem getting back up to the top?
And I
Start
like pick
grabbing onto the vegetation and mud and climbing.
I'd throw a rope around you and then swim up to the top and help pull you up.
So we just take with the treasure if we can and put it in the bag of holding.
That's
until
fine.
it's rolled.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I figure
And
everything
then
out
we
for it.
exit, and then we come back out. I'll look at the group and I say, okay, is there enough space on this walkway for me to drag the dragon through? Because you said it was
Probably
like 5
not.
feet.
Probably not. But remember the kind
We'll
of
need
like
to bring the boat. We can
yeah,
bring the boat.
you can bring
in,
the boat.
you know.
You can bring the raft in to get it. But yeah, no. Unfortunately, because it is large and the walkway is built for maybe a medium creature, probably because it has humanoid slaves. You know, it's got like
Yeah.
a walkway for them if it needs them to do something.
Right.
Oh, Sydney, look at this thing. I'm gonna pull out the lamp. This thing's cool, huh?
it's a lamp.
It glows.
Rub it.
Yeah,
it might give you
cool. So
wishes.
does the candle.
I'm holding up my candle like,
You know, you're a killjoy.
So does my hand.
lady. Hey, no, I need it on my sword. Don't take it off.
Since we found the treasure,
We
at this
called you
point,
my
I'll
lady.
I
Start
know.
helping
I'm
with the
being
boat.
gracious
Okay.
and not stabbing him in the throat.
this time.
Why the throat? Why does it upgrade with me every time with you?
Because you refused to stop.
Yes, and you refuse to learn.
Look, and that's why there's rumors at the castle that the two of you are in a menage a trois.
Oh God, that doesn't make sense. I just.
Look, Zach, you're known to be dating two
No.
women at once.
You know what sucks is my quote unquote son is gonna be like told this stuff. He's gonna be like, Mama Sydney, and I'm gonna be like, no, there's nothing between us. And it's gonna be this whole family problem.
Oh, like,
he's like,
he's
oh,
gonna
that's the
think that.
stepmom.
I haven't been nice to him at all.
Doesn't matter.
Neither is Zach.
I haven't been mean to him.
But you haven't been nice.
But you haven't been nice to him.
He's my squire. He's a learn.
He's like 12.
He's your
Yeah.
adopted son. He's not as important.
No.
Wow. Damn.
So about
pretty-
those
that is pretty cool.
slaves.
Yeah, so about
For
those
future
slaves,
record.
how did they react to Fafnir just saying, Master dead?
They're currently kind of like, panicking at that thought. It's just, that's true, we're trapped in here forever! We're all gonna die!
No.
Maybe.
No, go, run, little one! I know it's sad. There must be a bigger dragon out there. Oh, gods! Oh,
No.
Oh!
Bigger friend.
Oh my god, big friends! Oh god! I'm sorry. Oh god, bigger friends! We are doomed!
Good friend?
Are they
Morally?
merciful? Will they not
Yeah.
tear our skin from our bones and devour our flesh?
No, help! Get you out!
Get us out.
Leave!
Leave? Oh, we're going to a new hole to live in. I understand.
He would shake his head and just say, crazy. And come back to me, just... Ulfgar, you would hear him mutter, crazy.
Meanwhile, it comes back and we're like, let's just leave the slaves. We don't need them. Like... Alright. So we gotta exit, right? To come all the way back around.
I mean, it's pretty easy to get over to where the slave door
No,
is.
there's a giant fish in the water. I'm not swimming in that water
No,
anymore.
we can get on the edge.
There's
and
a
walk
edge
around.
all around,
There's a-
so you can easily
Yeah.
walk around from where the
Because
dragon
the gate
is.
wasn't blocking it. Remember,
gate-
we
yeah.
went
Oh,
through
okay.
that.
Alright, yeah.
Mhm.
Alright. So I'll go. Is this the gate?
Yeah,
Before you attempt,
yeah, maybe.
because I have this and I have a 3rd level slot left, I'm
Am I
gonna.
getting Bull's Endurance? Am I getting Bull's Endurance?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god.
me
That's
and you.
That's double my I can 4 times, pretty much. I can lift 4 times the amount of normal person.
Nice.
Yeah, me and you both have it. And we're gonna go for this gate.
Oh, we're gonna do. Can we do the epic, like, thing from like Rambo? No, what is it? The '80s movie?
Yeah,
Where
yeah,
they,
yeah.
like,
Yeah,
We
yeah.
clasp hands and you see both of our muscles.
just flexing. With
Signe, are you saying this nonsense?
That's my boy. Let's do this. This is magic steroids. This is magic
It
steroids.
literally
We're
is.
both children. We're
They
both
just shot up and are
children.
like, yeah, let's do this.
All
Roid rage.
veins popping out.
Magic roids!
Oh, let's not take them anywhere.
So,
much fun.
do you need athletics? From
No, go ahead. You just do it. You're up on magic roids. You're good.
Yeah.
Magic.
So he can lift 1,600. I can lift some other amount.
Yeah.
It's probably around 800 because you're stronger than me. So double would be.
I have 15 strength right now.
Yeah. So you're stronger than me. So you double would be around 800 for you. 800.
Yeah.
900.
So I think we got this.
Yeah, you got it.
We're just standing there, 1 arm each.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're still clasped the other
No,
one.
you got it.
Yeah, you got the one arm and then you'll do the class with the other.
Better yet, can I be on his shoulders?
No.
Oh, and I'm doing squats. Yeah. It's time
I'm
to work
bench-
out, bro. Let's get this going, bro. Let's go.
I guess Signe,
Get
you
rid of
and
that.
I have to talk to them because those two are hopeless.
She's better at
Absolutely.
talking
I would
than
not
I am.
trust them to be on a diplomatic mission ever.
Not right now.
No, what?
Not right now.
I'm a good translator, not a good talker.
I'm gonna go in because I know where they are. Fafnir told me.
Yeah, I'd follow you. I'm
Fafnir's
assuming
on
is
my
Chance-
shoulders, so they
Yeah.
can see him.
Did Chance go to help
Transform
build boats and
giant!
stuff? Okay.
Yes, I said I was going to do that.
Okay, that's what I
Oh,
thought.
you missed us. You missed us. Aw. Come on.
Oh,
you
great
can-
transform giant! Please spare us! We will serve you now!
Okay, Fafnir
His
was
and,
right. You
his
are
and
right.
others serve you!
Yeah, no, there's gonna be no serving here. And don't call me that.
Oh no, she's gonna stab him all in the
What
neck.
shall we cost you, master? I mean,
His name is Signe. We're
I'll do that
getting
quick.
out of here.
Signe, slayer of Mooraka the Darkstrider! So Signe, the Darkstrider!
Signe
Yeah, I
didn't
didn't do
do
shit.
shit.
She says that. you shite. Listen.
You kept us up, alright? That's enough.
You
All right.
you want to worship someone, worship the dwarf that's holding up the gate, which we should hurry before they drop it.
Yeah.
Do you
Ain't
have
gonna
any
drop
belongings?
this. Ain't gonna drop this. You
At
got
all.
this for days.
I'd turn around and just be like, silence! That's enough!
Oh! The short one is truly changed giant.
Oh, Fafnir was right. You are crazy. Come on, I'm gonna start herding them towards
Yeah,
the
quick
gate.
question.
Yep.
Are they all speaking Draconic, or would the Tabaxi be speaking...
The Tabaxi will know Draconic. Not a great amount of it, enough, basically.
But they would
because,
be saying similar stuff, but in common.
none of them seem to speak common.
Hi,
What are the Tabaxis?
I'm your local translator today.
Tabaxi or Broken Draconic?
Do they know
That's it?
another language?
No.
Yeah. Ugh.
Alright.
Kill them all.
We have served the Darkstrider since the time of our grandfathers. Only the elder
well,
remains who
it's-
remembers the time beforehand. As there's this really old one, kind of like this really old like Tabaxi, you know, kind of wandering over.
Meow!
God,
Meow.
this is like herding cats. Come on, all of you out. We're getting out of here.
I'd move to the back of the room and kind of be doing the same, like, go, go, go. Gather your...
I'm gonna grab onto the arm of the elder and kind of help them out.
Mhm. He's like,
Meow! So he's
Oh god. He's a
Can I
little
just
broken.
Punch him. Can we
No!
Do we
I'm
have...
gonna get the spray bottle, okay?
As we get up to the two Onroids, I'm just gonna ask in common. Yo, do we have an insane asylum in the castle?
The crypt?
I immediately look to.
yes, and
Drake,
others will
then-
live with great short one of big muscles. Oh, great master! We were told you slayed the previous one. You, master, the new Darkstrider.
All right.
I
So he's on my
hated him.
shoulders holding the gate. I'm just gonna start pushing people through. Come on, come on.
In Draconic, I will say, I more drained a revolver life, but yes.
Oh, stealer of souls! Oh, great master, a stealer of souls!
Alright, keep it moving, keep it moving.
Come on, come on. This thing's not actually light.
Alright, you will have about, 17, lizard folk, and about a dozen
Whoa.
tabaxi.
That's a lot. I thought it was gonna be like 5.
No, he said there was a couple dozen.
Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as we get out there, I'm gonna help make the rafts and
I'm gonna carry logs.
ask the younger,
You're right.
ask my parent slaves to, or no, followers. They're followers.
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 Yes. His will be representative of followers. His good follower.
You are. Help us make raft.
Okay. Alright, so, yeah, they'll make the rafts. You'll make a couple of pretty large rafts that you think you can get most of them on one of them, and probably you might want to, rather than have a couple of them with the dragons, like, Barley will suggest his men could be on the raft with the body of the dragon, and then you could have the remainder of the,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll like wrap its wings around it and like wrap it up like it's a roast kind of thing. And so it's yeah. And hey, actually, before the spell ends, I'm gonna go get it because I should be able to pick it up now.
Yes.
I'm just
Yes, you
saying.
can.
Nice and strong.
It's still
Ulfgar
bulky
now
because it's
has-
much larger than you, so it's still like you're lifting it, but you're like it's like carrying a mattress because you can because they're light, but it's still like
floppy.
It's like flopping.
Yeah, I got this.
You like have to
I
like
got
you
this.
gotta like flip the head up occasionally and keep it like on top of the body and like limbs and stuff.
I just want to point out, Ulfgar now has a cult.
Yes.
First step towards God Ulfgar.
Yeah. Sure.
I mean, they don't worship you as a god, they worship you as a horrible monstrosity that is their master.
Same
I mean,
thing.
let's be real. By the time we get back,
Literally
to the
same thing, Tandis.
By the time we get back, they're gonna be worshiping Sydney. Okay.
They better not.
I mean, both sides technically have their own deities if you want to ask them about that.
She could glow. She could bleed light out of her body.
Do you think I'm gonna do that on the journey back?
Yes.
Yeah, why
What
not?
if we get attacked by
But
17
look.
dragons at once?
According to Lizard Folk, you got nothing on the Great Tree. The Great Tree is the best deity of them all.
Oh, so they're Argonians. They're fucking Argonians.
Do they worship a Great Tree?
Wow.
Yes.
Yes.
I didn't know
I
that.
think
They
all
worship.
connected.
You remember that giant
All
tree you
connected.
found in the swamp?
Yeah.
They worship that. They lived there before the dragons enslaved them and ate them.
I was thinking the Great Dooku tree, but okay.
Yeah.
Deku.
Whatever.
Count.
Well, what ab-
Count Deku.
Don't tell me what to say. Dooku.
What about the
Pretty
great
sure
trash
that's a
heap,
character in
though?
an anime.
And I mean, technically, Grits is aware of the god that the Tabaxi worship. Technically.
You've seen.
Worshipped. It involved
Yeah.
very unpleasant things.
It was the fire one, right? Where everything got
No.
burned.
Well, that's where you burned down the place.
Yeah, it was with the weird sacrificing and the
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, the blood rituals and all. Yeah, no, we burned that place to the ground.
That
and
was
left
that
it.
was during the seasons of torture dungeons.
That-
Yeah.
Well, guess what? These are the descendants of the people that had a torture dungeon. Except for the old crazy guy. He remembers it. I was a boy!
Probably just want to leave him. But
Well, at least you weren't a girl.
Wow.
Wait a second.
sexist.
No!
I'm not even there.
I am not a girl!
Yeah, you are. We walked him out. Remember?
Yeah, you're getting
Yeah.
them on rafts and stuff. They're helping with
Oh.
rafts.
I thought I was not helping with grass at this point. Sorry.
it's not our
So
3-day journey.
how do they react when they see their dragon come out on my back?
Oh! Oh!
Oh.
Told you I bled it dry.
Oh! Oh, great and dark one! Master of the Darkstrider! Slayer of Mooraka!
Ulfgar, you got named liquor.
Do I have liquor?
We're gonna need a lot of it.
We're gonna need a lot of it.
Now or when we get back?
Can I
Both.
have some now?
Well, I mean, it's pretty dangerous.
Jug.
Maybe we shouldn't drink. Okay.
So you just see, like, Hiss kind of, like, inching over the dragon. Inching over the dragon. Inching over the dragon.
Who is?
Hiss. He kicks it and then runs
lizard
away!
God.
Slayer of Dragons.
I
Yes.
take
You know
three
what?
shots of alcohol.
Only 3?
Hold
I
on.
don't have as much of an alcohol tolerance as you.
Jeez, dwarf up. Come on.
Burn.
How's that a burn?
I know.
20.
Just trying to make drama.
It has a nice burn to it. The good kind of burn. Oh, yeah.
I take
Yay!
3 more
That's the
shots.
first. That's the first shot.
Oh,
That's
I
more.
take 3 more.
Oh, you going
Only
up now?
dwarves have passed this check.
Yes.
Oh, geez.
There we go. Now
Are
I'm
you, are
drunk.
you sharing
Fuck.
with everybody in the party?
I'll do
collective
one.
party?
I'll do one. Like
Oh,
we click
yeah,
it
the
together.
party can have it.
like, Yeah,
Oh,
like
yeah,
we
I'll
click it
have-
together and we show love to each other because we're
Uh,
awesome.
Ulfgar,
Don't forget,
if you don't
skeletons
mind,
have it too.
since we are rescuing them, perhaps I could arrange to have some folks attempt to integrate them into a normal society.
Oh, yes, of course, and they're all welcome to stay in the crypts.
I would say yes, but
crypts
definitely
don't
whoever you have.
Have a lot of room, though, do they?
They're a little crazy.
I would watch the old one.
Little.
It'll make them feel safer
It will.
until they're more normalized.
I don't think the one will be.
Oh, he'll die crazy. It's fine.
He's just rubbing up against Grits now and making this purring noise.
I
Why you
offer a
worded that
shot.
really bad? Like, you worded that really bad.
I offer a shot to the old one.
He's like,
it's not even like it's not even that. It's like it's like he doesn't purr quite right.
It's all like air.
All right,
he's like the fat, heavy breathing cat.
he's just like I haven't felt so young in years.
He's fucked up.
All right. Let's
So, good sir, you're gonna be on that boat and not
we
this.
get the middle boat. We get the middle boat.
Is he still trying to purr on Grits?
He's moved on. He's moved on. He's back on
Okay.
Signe again.
I'm gonna put his ass in water.
Ulfgar actually walks over and just takes out a rag and wipes off where he was on you.
Oh.
Just
Because they probably smell.
They do smell a lot.
Oh, I thought you meant like. he sprayed
Okay.
you.
Quick question. If I slam this dude on the head with my fist, will it kill him?
maybe.
You're not sure.
You can do non-lethal. You can do non-lethal with your fist.
I'm more worried about the fact he's probably a pile of bones, basically.
I mean,
It's
you're only
still
gonna
not
do 1 plus your strength mod, so you're not gonna kill him. I don't think.
I do 0 damage then. My strength is -1.
Come over and unarmed strike him.
No, not you.
Not you. Not you. No.
Whoop!
He's just like, what? It's like his
Just-
head explodes.
Just put him on another raft.
Yeah. Don't worry. We'll.
Put him. I'll look to Ulfgar and go. Put him in the raft with Barnaby.
Yeah.
Bartleby's in the raft with you guys.
No.
Damn.
His men were in the back with the dragon watching it.
I thought we had 3. I thought...
Yes,
Yeah.
the
three-
third raft
three
has the
rafts.
dragon, which his men are back with in the back.
Uh-huh.
The,
okay.
the people are in, most of the people in the middle.
I'm gonna be in the front because I'm gonna help pull, right? Because that's how this
Yeah.
thing goes. I'm gonna help him pull.
I'm in the front because I'm important right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm laying on a boat because I'm drunk.
Yep.
It's not even our boat. It's just a random abandoned boat just sitting.
With like a bunch of rafts strapped to the back that you're just kind of like, just leading through the forest. Well, the
Yeah, like
swamp.
it looked like ours, but it wasn't.
And we'll have you leave off here where you're journeying through the swamp and heading home. And that will be the end of this season, actually. As you're journeying back to town with a dead dragon, a bunch of crazy
Crazies.
refugees, and, yep, success. And as we resume
all
next
survived?
time, in a couple of weeks, we'll be back. We're going to take a couple of weeks off just to make sure everything's together. And then we'll be back, and at that point in time, if we wanted to, we'll resume with you arriving back in town. And move on from there. So yes. So that's it, people. It's the end of Season 2. Hope you all had an enjoyable time. Why don't we go around, kind of give shout-outs to who you are, you know, that kind of thing, as we always do. Hey, Joe.
I'll see everyone Saturday for some discussing tabletop.
Yep, cool. Mads.
Hi, I'm here.
That's true. You'll probably be back too, so it's, you know.
Fingers crossed.
Yep.
Yep.
Unfunnyone.
Hi.
Tiv.
I fucked up a dragon, and are we level 7?
I said no.
I'm gonna keep asking, I don't care.
You should be 2 levels before the end of Season 3. We'll put it that way. Season 3 might
So
be
we're-
shorter too.
So we're gonna hit level 8 or 9.
You should be at least level 8. Let me check my information.
No, he worded it so that we're gonna lose 2 levels.
Yes, you're gonna lose 2 levels
We'll just-
before the
Yeah.
end of there. Yep.
So are we
it'll be
making
level
new
2.
characters for this next season? Because that's kind of the theme.
You don't
Whoa,
need
whoa,
to.
whoa, whoa.
You do not need
Excuse
to.
you.
You do not need to.
Yeah, like,
I love my girl.
Mhm.
She's a bitch and I love her.
Yes.
I-
Lady Signe is amazing.
If the dwarves would have offered him a position, he probably would have stayed with them. Or went back to where they were.
I mean, now you're a pseudo god, so.
You got a bunch of crazy former dragon slaves who think that you're
Oh my
like.
god, can you
hose them all
imagine
off.
Pinky leading an army of crazy crazy lizard folk?
And Tabaxi, yeah.
Yeah, they don't count. Cats aren't that great.
Rachel.
Hi, Rachael, Jade Vala, found everywhere else. Sometimes here on Sundays. That's about it.
Correct. Did I fix that? I didn't fix that. Damn it! Oh, well.
Quick question.
Sure.
Are we gonna be back in town starting next season?
Yes. That's where we're going to start out at.
Okay. Well, on the way, I'm gonna be sending a message to Orns on, like, the entire trip.
Mhm.
Telling him, like, what happened, what we're bringing.
He'll
How are
arrange
you
for
Is
something.
there gonna be a time skip?
I
Is there
have
gonna be a time
sending.
Oh, you have
Um,
sending. Okay.
That's true. He does have
With
time
these 2 seasons, there's not going to be much of a time skip at all. I'm just going to
Be
let
like
you know.
3 or 4 days, wouldn't it?
Yes. It's going to be like 3 or 4 days. We're going to kind of skip
But
as
that's
we-
just the travel, though.
Yeah,
That's
it's going to
like-
travel.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not going to be major time skip between 3 and 2.
Because I'm worried you're gonna do a time skip and we're gonna come back and I'm married.
Nope.
That's
Nope.
what I'm worried you're gonna do
There
that.
will not
to
be
me.
the 3
No
or 4 days it
marriage,
takes you to get
Scott.
back to town is going to be the time skip that you're going to get, basically.
Pretty much, Orn is putting himself in charge of their acclimation to society. Him and his lizard folk sons and daughters, as he's taken
Yep.
the role of parent over them as well.
Yes, maybe they can get them less crazy.
Go rub up on that.
They're
troll.
not really crazy. They've just been like... You have
Hey.
to consider it, is that they've been kind of slaves their entire lives and technically dragon food very often.
Yeah.
It does very
Oh.
bad things to you.
Josh, we forgot the letter thing.
A letter. I don't know.
There's
Last-
going to be some exchange of letters. That's right. I vaguely
There
remember
was a
that.
letter in your bag of holding. It's
Oh,
from Orn, pretty much saying, "I'll support you. I know you're not as stupid as you act, and good job, lover boy."
I will try not to let people see it. Everyone's passive, I think, beats that. So-
Mine does.
Oh, mine doesn't.
I have 23 passive. So.
He's just gonna slide it back into the bag and go. Okay.
Yes, I think Chance and Ulfgar noticed that he pulled out like a letter and checked it and stuff, but
It had like a seal on it probably and everything. I'm like,
Oh
okay,
yeah,
read
we
it.
know it's Orn's.
Mhm.
And I just look back and forth. I'm like,
Chance, you probably with that you probably could have. Signe doesn't notice anything, but
Okay.
Chance, you definitely know it was from Orin, and it looked to be like
Orn.
Orin. I keep doing that. I was good back when he was a normal character, but as soon as he goes away...
No, you weren't.
Oh, that's
No,
right.
you
No. By the end, I was getting good. It took me a while.
50%.
Anyway. But, yep. Anyway, yeah. Discussing Tabletop Saturday, Sunday's Tabletop on Sunday.
back to the finale.
And
Hey, guys.
I don't know if there's any major games then next week because I think both games are on hiatus then. So if something comes up, I'll let
Nope.
people know. Yep. So, all right. Thanks for joining us. Keep an eye out on the Discord, on my Discord for schedules or anything that I'm doing. And if we do some extra stuff, we'll let you know. And, we should be back in... I'm going to plan for 2 weeks skip, just so that I can make sure everything's set up for the Season 3. So, bye, everyone!
More.
Bye.